Boris Johnson. So Scott Morrison likes to, rub shoulders and glad hand Scott Morrison over there in Glasgow. Boris Johnson. Well, Boris Johnson has come out and he has said that trans women cannot compete in girls' sports. So Boris Johnson agrees 100% with Katherine Deves. Okay? So if you are prepared to follow him on net zero, we'll follow him on this, James.
And I think it's really important with this issue because it is really interesting and telling what people like Alex Antic do when they get people to just be absolutely flummoxed by the simple definition of what is a woman. Hello, it's an adult human female, end of story, that they can't even answer that. But it is also, from a policy point of view, really important to keep this issue focused on women's sport, because this is really where that conflict between fairness to biological women and this word inclusion, which has taken on such an Orwellian meaning as the left uses it as a baseball bat to whack all of its critics and anybody who doesn't want to go with its extreme social engineering policies over the head with. Keep it focused on that. It's a basic question of fairness. People know exactly what you mean, and this is how this issue is resolved.
And that's how you win the election.
Despite all the, frankly, unhinged media that's been on this issue on Katherine Deves, and so much of it really misrepresenting what she said and the context she said it in.
Of course.
There was a poll in the Daily Telly about whether she should be dumped as the Warringah candidate. More than 80% said no, despite this disinformation that's out there. So that tells you where the majority opinion is. And you're right, women's sport is a key issue, but also what's happening to children is a key issue.
100%.
That's something people care about.
100%.
We know that from the UK, we know that
children.
from America, and it's happening right here. Don't think this is a problem in faraway places. You've got children as young as 11 taking hormones.
Exactly.
You've got children as young who are not even adults preparing for top surgery, which means removing their healthy breasts. And you've got them undergoing treatments that can leave them sterile for life as young people making decisions that will have lifelong devastating consequences. We saw the Kira Bell case in the UK go all the way to the High Court. This poor girl had 3 appointments, sessions, and they started her on this treatment. Now she's sterile. She's gone back to being a woman after being a boy.
And James,
Douglas Murray, a great friend of this show, and his book talks very much about this. Urge everybody to go out and read that.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the thesaurus earlier. Katherine Deves got in all sorts of trouble and muzzled by the Liberal Party. Do not muzzle Katherine Deves, you Liberal minders. You're insane. Let her out there, let her speak, let her say what she has to say. And people Google and look what she has said about this entire issue. She was pilloried for using the word mutilation to describe what Rita's just been talking about. I've got a thesaurus. I can't find a better word. Maybe the Liberal Party minders can find more sensitive and inclusive language for what we're discussing.